Hello, I am Mr. Kuchma. I wanted to make a quick welcome video for the Literacy Foundations of Math Level 5 and Literacy Foundations of Math Level 6 online courses. I teach both of them. I'm going to make the same intro video for both of them because it's going to be pretty much all the same content. And I really want you guys to get my heart behind these courses. I want to explain how the course works, and I want to explain just a few of the things that you're going to encounter, how to get through that, and lead to your success. So number one, I'm curious about who's watching this. So hopefully, I want parents and students to be watching this. You might be an adult student, which we'll talk about in a second. If you're an adult student, obviously you can watch this by yourself. But if you're in school, it's good to have everyone on board. If you're an LS or SE teacher and maybe you have support from a tutor, if you have support from like an SE teacher, it's good to send them this video as well. I want everyone to be informed, everyone to be on the same page, and everyone know what's happening. All right, so I'm going to start off with, hopefully when you log into the course page, you see this course intro at the top. I'm making a new one, so you can see this is the old one. I'm wearing a black shirt. Today, I'm wearing a white shirt. Fun fact, I bought this at Seven Brothers, which is like a really cool shop in Hawaii. I went there on my anniversary this year with my wife for my 10th anniversary. Anyway, so I want to talk about the course Rationale. So this course is designed for two broad student populations. Number one, a student, you might be in grade 10 plus, so grade 10, 11, or 12, or you may be already graduated and you're coming back to build up some of your math content, but you are not yet ready to take your Math 10 course. So you're not ready to take Workplace Math 10 or Foundations of Pre-Calculus Math 10. So that's why I wanted to create this video. That's why I wanted to create this course. I wanted to be able to create this course so that students can build up their skills in order to eventually be successful in Workplace Math 10. Specifically, that's often the course that most students will end up in. And I teach that course so I know exactly what skills students need. In fact, let's see if I can open up my document here. If I go to math stuff, and if I go to, oh, it's under math. If I go to math skills for Workplace Math 11, these are the skills that I want to help students build. Adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, fractions, decimals, and integers. Integers are just regular numbers. I want you to have an understanding of percent. I want you to be able to work and do simple algebra to a maximum of a multiplication or division with an addition or subtraction. I want you to know a basic understanding of exponents, so just squared and cubed. Those are the ones that you need to know. How BEDMATs work, so brackets, exponents, dividing and multiplying, and adding and subtracting. I want you to know how to calculate area and perimeter of basic shapes, understanding of the coordinate plane, so x and y. I did that wrong, x and y. Very basic financial literacy. You want to round all of your numbers to 2 decimal points because that's pennies, like 35 cents. And knowing Pythagoras, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So by the time you do Literacy Foundations Level 5 and 6, these are the skills that we really want to focus on. Not all of these are going to be in Workplace Math 10. Some of them you're going to see kind of skip over Workplace Math 10 and they'll be in Workplace Math 11 or Apprenticeship Math 12. That's a different conversation, but I just wanted to kind of show you really quickly what we'll be looking at. So let me go back to what I was talking about. The second population of students who are going to be taking this course are students who are in grades 8 or 9 who are just really struggling with math. So maybe you're already very certain that you want to take Workplace Math 11 when you get to grade 10. We can sort of plan for that now. And you could generally kind of say that Literacy Foundations Level 5 is like Workplace Math 8, and that Level 6 is like Workplace Math 9. So it skips over some of the harder subject matter in Math 8 and Math 9 that you have to take. So it really helps out, I found, with students. I mean, you have to learn about polynomials, which is a really big thing, and so on and so forth. So that's a little bit of my course rationale. What I want to talk about next is that you will be successful when you've learned the skills. So I really do not want families to be focusing on grades for this course. This course does not go on a student's transcript because it's not an academic course. So you're going to complete it. You don't get like credits on a transcript towards graduating or anything like that for it, because it's trying to build up your skills. So if you go into it, into this course, that's what I want you to take out of it, is that you are trying to build your skills to be successful in the future. So that's exciting. Like I really love that. I really love seeing students grow in their abilities. So that's what I hope that you take out of it, is that as you are coming in, you're building up skills, and then you'll be successful in the future. So all of my contact information is up here at the top. I used to do everything through Skype, but they've updated Zoom to be super duper awesome, and I really, really like Zoom now. So what I'm hoping is that students can instead contact through Zoom for this year. So you need to have Zoom downloaded, and then you can add me as a contact at akuchma@onlineschool.ca. You can use a parent account to do that if you are younger. But if you already have a Zoom account, that's awesome. And I'm still setting up my Zoom hours for the school year, so I don't have them set in place right now. So yeah, just this week, I'm Thursday and Friday are 3 to 5 p.m. But when you look on the course page in coming weeks, you'll see that there. Yeah, so at the very beginning of the course, I do want to have an introductory Zoom meeting with you. And this is where I would love to meet your whole math team. So if you're going to have a TA, if you're going to have like a tutor, or a sibling might be helping you, I definitely want everyone to be a part of this meeting so that we can sort of figure out where you're at with your math, what you need to build on, and how this course can help you meet those goals. There is a formula sheet for both courses that you can print off and use. It's going to be great for certain sections of the course. In other cases, you won't need it at all. This is the online version of the course. So I teach a hybrid version of this that is much more paper-based. It uses a curriculum called Bridge the Gap Math for level 5, and a ministry supplement for level 6. But if you're looking for those courses, the individualized courses, or like hybrid, then talk to me. You're in the wrong course. But yeah, this online course, there will be a certain amount of printing and scanning. So you will need to submit your work that way. I've made a couple extra help videos. So I know right now you're watching the course intro video. I'm already giving you homework. You have to go watch a couple more videos. These ones are much shorter. They're only 2 minutes long, maybe less. For how to use Cam Scanner, which is a great app that you can use your phone in order to scan documents in. And sometimes when you go to scan something in, you can't submit it because it's too large. There's also a video on how to compress your PDFs. So there's a let's get started, and I'm not going to read through this because I'm going to kind of walk you through it. And some of this is a tiny bit outdated. So I want to just bring you right into a chapter. So I'll scroll down to chapter 1 for both courses. Now, like I said before, this course is designed to build your skills. It's not a grade. Like, I don't need to be focused on grades. So what I've actually done is I've unlocked the entire course once you complete your Zoom introduction meeting with me. So I want this to be very clear that you can do this course in any way that helps you build your skills. So I've made it very open-ended, and I'm going to walk you through that. So you might be in this course and you might realize, you know what? I already am very good with addition, subtraction, multiplying, and dividing. Oh my goodness, Mr. Kuchma, why do I have to do this chapter? So how each chapter works is that there are a number of lessons that teach a concept. There's an assignment where you'll try it out and see how you do, and there's a chapter challenge at the end to finally actually see how you're going to get graded on that. Now, what you will find out as you go through is that you can do this out of order. So let's say you go to this chapter and you're like, yeah, Mr. Kuchima, I already know this. This is easy. You can go straight to the chapter challenge. You can print it off and you can try it out. If you're confident that you already know this stuff, you don't need to do the lessons. You don't need to do the assignment. That's going to be a waste of time for you. It's not going to be worth it. However, let's go to a different chapter, linear relations, algebra. This is usually the scary stuff. You might get here and you go, oh my goodness, this is so scary. I'm definitely not going to go to the chapter challenge ahead of time and print that off. That's too scary. I do want to do the lessons. So in that case, you can go in, and when you're completing lessons, I'll show you right now. You're going to log in to our homepage for Studyforge. Studyforge is a really great resource, and I know that they are updating everything to no longer require Flash. That's not quite there yet. So when you log in here, you might be like, wait a second, I can't even watch the video. What you need to do, especially I recommend using Google Chrome for everything. And if you look here, I have to click on this lock. And it automatically defaults to ask me about whether I want to use it. And if I instead go to allow, that is going to make it so that I can watch all the videos and I don't need to worry. And then you can actually watch the video. I think I have to refresh it so that it says that yes, I am going to allow it to work. There we go. So now it's going to play the video. As you can see, this one on the side here has 3 videos for lesson 1. So if I go after this first one, there's a video on equations. I want you to watch all the way through all of these videos. Don't skip through like I'm doing. I'm just making a point here. And then you can go to video 3. And after watching these, like they're short. This one's only 3 minutes. I think this one was also. This one's only like, yeah, this one's 2 minutes. So they're very short videos, and as you're completing these, they are going to have a lot of prompts on the page here. So you're going to need to be taking notes. Where are the notes, you may be wondering? Up here, you actually have to print off these notes. So this is a really important thing. Make sure that you do this. You're going to want to click up here and hit the printer button. So the printer button will ask you which lessons would you like to print off, and it defaults to just the lesson that you're on. So you actually want to make sure that you click all of the lessons for this chapter. If you're like, okay, I'm printing off them all, you can actually go in and you can click all of them. Your printer is going to have a heyday, so you might not want to do that. I might just want to click on the chapter that's there. And then when you hit print preview, it's going to bring you to all the lessons for the chapter that we're on, which is linear equations in this case. This nice big printer icon comes up here. For me on my computer, I have my default set to saving it as a PDF. So if you're like really tech savvy and you want to do your notes online, you can do that. You can save this as a PDF. You can do that online. That's fine. Most students do not do that. Most of them will print. So I can choose a printer and then boom, I can hit print and you can go from there. So this is how you access your notes. So I am not going to do this. I got to move my face. Cancel that. Instead, what I want to do is I'm going to go back. This is a new tab, and I'm just going to hit cancel. But once you have those notes printed off, you watch the videos and you fill out the notes as you watch the videos, which is nice. Underneath these are practice questions, and this is where, like the name suggests, you actually get some practice with the content. So these practice questions should be related to the videos quite well. If you find that some of them are a little bit too hard, maybe just skip over it. And I have it stated that I want students to do 5 practice questions. However, I would definitely say if you're understanding it, 3 is fine as well. So in practice, I say 3 to 5 practice questions can work. And like I mentioned, I want to have a Zoom meeting with you, your whole team, when we meet, so we can chat about what number of practice questions is going to work best for you guys. So let's say you finish lesson 1. What happens? I think you can click this button to hit next lesson. Yes. Okay. And then you can go to lesson 2. However, you can also navigate here and go and skip through whichever lesson you may be working on. So let's say you finish all of your lessons, you get through all 6, but now you're working on your assignment and you're struggling. You're like, oh no, there's a tough question. It's on graphing. You can go back to lesson 3. You can look at graphing and get a refresher. So you can always come back and you can access that. You can also navigate between the chapters, which is really nice. It's super helpful. And in fact, you can even go back and you can look at other courses if you want. So you are in default My Literacy Foundations levels. This is level 6. If you're in level 5, you'll be in the level 5 Studyforge. But you can actually go back and you could watch videos for Math 5, for Math 6, for Math 7. It's a nice little feature. Studyforge is a really awesome tool. Okay, so let me go back to the course page. So once you've, I'm going to scroll down because I was looking at linear relations. So in this chapter, after you complete the 6 lessons, you would hand in your notes to let me know that you completed them. So completing them, that is where you'll be doing the scanning. So in here, when you click on this, it shows the grading that I use. I want to see that you completed all of your notes. That's for 4 marks. I want to see that you did your practice questions, so 3 to 5 practice questions from each lesson. It may be less, so like I said here, it says 5 as my default. But if we've talked, and if you're going to be doing less practice questions, that's okay. And then videos. I'm looking to see that you watched all your videos, that you didn't like just skip through like I did. I was being bad. Yeah, this is how I'd want you to do that. And then this is where you get to add your submission for the notes. So you click here, you hit add submission, and then you'll have the option of just dragging and dropping something. So I can go to my course page. I showed you the math skills. I could just drop that file in there if I want. Or you can actually select a file. Oops, no, that's a folder. But you can actually select a file, choose a file from your desktop. You can do that as well, and you can look around. So there's a bunch of stuff that you can take a look at, and this is how to submit them. If I go back into this chapter, the next part is an assignment. So these assignments are a little bit different than most assignments. Like I said, I just scroll up, the Let's Get Started, it talks about the assignment. The assignment is meant to gauge whether or not you're ready for the chapter challenge or not. So the assignments are pass or fail until you pass. Woohoo! Which means you can resubmit your assignment if you need to. So I'm just going to show you how that looks. You have the option of either opening it as a Microsoft Word document or as a PDF. And when you submit work, you must always submit your work as either a Microsoft Word document or as a PDF. Lots of scanners will scan in your document as a bunch of picture files. You cannot submit your document as picture files. It needs to be either Microsoft Word or PDFs. So I'm just going to open up the assignment really quickly here in PDF. It's 5 pages. You'd be able to print this off. You can complete it. I do want to kind of know what grade you're aiming to get in this course. And you can think forward to even Workplace Math 10 when you're there. What grade are you going to be happy with? I know I said it's not about grades, it's about building your skills. The reason why I do want you to indicate something here is because this is how we gauge the marking. So when I mark, and I actually have other markers that help me as well, but when we mark an assignment, we want to see that you're roughly at the level you're hoping to get. So I default recommend that students put a B. That if you're trying to get a B, we're looking to see that you've gotten lots of them right, but if you make a few mistakes, that's fine. If you submit and you're trying to get a B and you instead get about half of your work correct and half of your work incorrect, we're going to give you some feedback, and we do want you to resubmit your assignment with corrections before moving on to the chapter challenge. So, I mean, granted, I've already said that you can go to the chapter challenge ahead of time and print it off, but this is just a check for us if you wish to go this way. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to talk about that again really quickly. So, like I said, there's a chapter challenge right here. What you will see is that I actually can't open it right now. I'm in student view because I have not completed an introductory Zoom meeting. But once you've completed your introductory Zoom meeting with me, you'll be able to print off all of your chapter challenges. And oftentimes students will have a tutor or a TA, an SE teacher, someone that's going to be helping them, a parent, with the course. And whoever's going to be helping you and overseeing this course, they are the ones that can print this off, have it ready, and can administer it for you. And just like everything else in the course, you're going to scan it and submit it back here into the chapter challenge hand-in box as well. So this is just a really quick introduction. There's going to be more that we'll probably talk about when we complete the introductory Zoom call. The grading is set that I think the notes and the assignments are worth 10% each of the course. So 10 and 10, and then the chapter challenges are worth 50. And I think I'm creating a final challenge at the end of the course. It's going to be a fun one where students have to, I'm not going to give it away, but it's going to be an enjoyable chapter challenge where you got to put a little bit of what you've learned from each chapter into play and do that. And it'll be similar to the chapter challenges that you run into for the rest of the course. So that is sort of it for just going through the course. I did want to talk again about the progression through the course. So not all chapters are created equal. I'm specifically talking in regards to the level 5 course, but level 6 is similar in the same way. Each chapter has very differing amounts of lessons. In level 5, it's quite distinct. Chapter 1 has 6 lessons, but if you scroll down to the probability chapter, which is last, there's only 1 lesson, and it's going to go through. You're going to be able to get through it. You'll probably be able to do this entire chapter in 1 or 2 days because it's very quick. You're just learning basic probability. Same thing, you have to learn a little bit about line graphs. This is the exact same situation. You can probably complete this entire chapter in 1 day or 2. And you'll find there's a few of them that are 1. I think that, okay, so volume has 4 lessons, circles has 3, the Cartesian plane has 3. So this is actually the biggest one, the algebra one. But every chapter is going to have a differing number of lessons, and so not every chapter you're going to look at will be the same. Keep that in mind. If you click these 3 toggles here, you'll be able to go through your grades for the course that you're going through. But yeah, I'm excited to be your teacher. I really like these courses because they provide a place for students to build up their math confidence so that when they get to Workplace Math 10 and they start out, doing something, they're off to a good start. I know that I teach Workplace Math 10. Workplace Math 10 starts with a chapter on graphing. So having done the coordinate plane and learning even in this chapter about line graphs, it's awesome that what I've seen is that as soon as a student completes literacy foundations level 5 or level 6 and is jumping into Workplace Math 10, boom, they're able to find success right away. And I'm going to move myself over here now into the center. But I'd also urge you that if you're, whatever grade you're in, whatever situation that you're in, I would like to know what your end goal is so that I can help you get there. I've noticed that some students have been able to do my Literacy Foundations Level 5 course, and then move straight into Workplace Math 11. Some of them will do like half of Literacy Foundations Level 6, and then they'll go into Workplace Math 10. Not all of the chapters in Literacy Foundations Level 6 are going to end up being built upon as you move forward into Workplace Math 10. So I know this content in and out. I really, really want to be able to help you navigate everything, set a plan in place, and set you off running in the right direction with confidence. And I hope to be more of a guide. Think of Gandalf the Grey, guiding you guys to where you want to get to, rather than just a teacher who's, teaching all the content. We can skip certain things and we can add extra practice for certain things in order to meet the end goal of wherever you might be. So getting a hold of me on Zoom and talking with me to set up this course is going to be your next assignment. I hope that we can do that sooner rather than later so that you're off to the races. And I really hope that you enjoy the course. If you have any questions at all throughout your time with me, you can always reach me via email. I strive to reply to emails by the end of the next business day. Certain times are crazy in the year. Right now, at the beginning of the school year when I'm making this video is definitely one of them. So I am like bogged down. But normally on any given day in the school year, I'll be able to give you really quick feedback. If you want face-to-face support, come meet me on Zoom. I can screen share and I can, go through practice questions, give you a full solution. If you have questions, you can be very specific. You can send me a question. Hey, Mr. Kuchma, I'm on this lesson, this practice question. It's really like not making sense to me. Or I'm on this chapter assignment. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm going nowhere. If you let me know exactly where you're at, then I can help you. Unfortunately, what ends up happening in lots of cases is that a student will be struggling with something, but they don't tell me, and so I'm not able to help. So if you can contact me, let me know what you're struggling with, then I can help you out and we can move forward from there. And that's going to be it for today. I've already given you some homework. I don't want to give you any more. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to teaching you in the course as soon as you start. All right, take care.